I'll go ahead and go down one water slide for the heck of it. Not all of them, because that would take too much time, but you know what? One. What's up, Agents? Zero. I want to welcome you guys to Serenity Independence. This is a custom-built Minecraft cruise ship, and this was built by a person by the name of Electro Creeper. So huge shout out to him. Make sure to check him down in the description to check out his YouTube and his Twitter, because from the screenshots that I've seen about this place, this looks like it's going to be a really awesome thing to take a look at. So what I'm going to do for this video is I'm just going to simply look around for like 10 minutes. I realize it's probably not enough time to look at absolutely every detail. I'm going to go ahead and apologize to the map creator up front about that, but I feel like that's a decent amount of time to look at something this huge. I mean, I like to think that. So it says right here, welcome aboard Serenity Independence, 330 blocks long, 45 blocks wide, and 15 decks tall, built by Electro Creeper. Make sure to leave a like. Okay, so that's the information that you need to know. Now, I'm not entirely sure what to expect from this place, because I haven't actually looked at any of this map whatsoever. I literally just downloaded it, so I have no idea what to expect from this. So it looks like there's a little bit of storage right here. I'm assuming that's what's going on. And let's go ahead and go in here if I can actually manage to get in here. Buttons and iron doors sometimes. So it looks like this is just, I'm assuming, part of the whole. I'm assuming that where I'm at, I'm not entirely sure about this, but I'm assuming where I'm at is like the lower part of the ship. That's what my basic assumption about this part of the ship actually is. I could be completely wrong about that, but I'm just going to make quick assumptions, and if I can actually get through these iron doors, that'd be really great. So let's go ahead and see what's inside of these rooms, and it looks to me this may or may not be basically where all the guests on the ship will end up staying. I'm assuming that's what's going on, because I don't know where the actual people on the ship are actually supposed to stay. So it looks to me like these are pretty much all the exact same room, one after another. So I'm not going to bother looking in the rest of these. But what I am seeing so far looks pretty cool to me. I do like this a lot. And is there... No, it's just blue wool. Okay, I was wondering if there's like water up there. So let's see. Is there anything special out here? So it looks like just a standard hallway, and this looks fairly similar to where we were earlier, and it looks like, yeah, this is just basically, alright, so this is just basically like the main bulk of where all the guests are supposed to stay. I'm assuming that's what's going on. So it looks like we can go ahead and go upstairs, and looks like there's bunch of ladders here too, and I'm assuming these are supposed to be elevators. I'm assuming that's what these are supposed to be. So we got ourselves a door right here that says crew members only. So it looks like we do have a downstairs that we can go to, and I'm assuming this is where the people who run the ship are supposed to live. That's what I'm assuming, because it looks fairly similar to what we saw upstairs. So actually that's not too bad. You've got a place for practically everyone to stay. So let's see what we have. Okay, so deck 3, I'm assuming by what I'm seeing it's basically the same thing. So let's go ahead and double check, and yeah, it looks to be somewhat similar. It looks more upper class than what we saw on the previous deck, so not too bad. We get ourselves a door right here. I'm actually having some dropped frames right now. I'm not entirely sure what's causing that. This looks like it's a kitchen. Alright, so again, I feel like I'm having a little bit of dropped frames just looking at some of this stuff, and I didn't even realize I'm like, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff to go ahead and see here. Now I'm not entirely sure what to expect. So we've got deck 4. I might as well go ahead and explore to see what's going on up here. So it looks to me like this is just like scene for like dining. It's what I'm assuming is going on up here, and looks like we get ourselves a nice little hallway down below. Not entirely sure how we get there, and I know this sounds kind of rude to the map creator, but I really don't care. I actually want to make my way to the top because I don't remember if I mentioned this, but somewhere it said there's supposed to be a water slide on the top, so it looks like, okay, so it looks like this might be just a set of shops up here on this deck. That's what it looks like to me. Is, I mean, it makes a little bit of sense to have shops on a ship. I mean, not incredibly too much sense, but what else are you gonna do on a cruise ship? I mean, really. So let's go and see what else do we have. So we're approaching the edge of the ship, it looks to me, and not entirely sure. Okay, so it looks like we get ourselves an interesting set of stairs, and yeah, now we actually made it to the top of the deck. I actually didn't realize that's where that staircase was gonna lead, but you know what, whatever. So I'm not entirely sure what this space is supposed to be, but looks nice. I'm assuming it's like some sort of stage or something. I'm not entirely sure. We can go ahead and climb up here. We probably shouldn't be climbing up these because these aren't supposed to be stairs, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm curious, like, what is even up here? Like, is there anything even remotely interesting up here? Well, we can see up to the upper portions of the ship. I mean, that's nice and all. Alright. So it looks like Sandy Cove. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be, but looks just a nice little dining area. We got ourselves another Sandy Cove over there. So, yeah, so that looks to be like all there is for like the interior. And I did mention I want to go ahead. Oh, I'm actually having so many drop frames that I can't actually fly right now. That's interesting. Alright, so it looks like we got ourselves a nice little shop right there. This is cool and all. I'm just not really enthralled by the fact that I'm having as many drop frames as I am. Alright, so it looks like we got ourselves like a whole heck of a lot more to look at. I really do want to find... You know what, let me go ahead and take the ladders up to the top, because I feel like that's going to be the quickest way to get all the way up there. Because I did want to go ahead and look all the way and see what the outside of the ship looks like on the top floor, because it said something about water slides. I do believe I mentioned this a couple of times. So it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of lounge area out here. So we got ourselves a place where we can buy some tropical drinks apparently. And yeah, there we go. We found the water slides like I've been mentioning. So that's actually not too bad. Probably, you know what? I'll go ahead and go down one water slide for the heck of it. Not all of them, because that would take too much time, but you know what? One. Only problem is, I don't actually know where the entrance to any of these slides actually are. That is going to be a bit of a problem. Maybe I have to go, like, around another path in order to get to them. I'm assuming that's what I have to do. This is actually a really cool build, all things considered. I do like this a lot. I actually don't know, like, what all is over in this direction. Is there more water stuff over here to do? It looks like there is. So it looks like there's actually some water slides on either end. So that's actually not too bad. So it doesn't matter which direction I go, I'm gonna encounter a water slide no matter what. So that's actually really cool that they've got pretty much anything you can think of to do as an activity on this ship, and you don't really have to, well, actually you kind of do have to go quite a ways to get to some of them. Actually, not too bad. I know I probably shouldn't be flying, but I want to get to the top of this as fast as I possibly can. I actually, where do I even get into the water slides? Unless I can't actually get up onto that one. Unless that's actually right here, and I actually cannot stop flying for whatever reason. There we go. Alright, so I'm assuming if I come in here, this might lead me to... no, this just leads me to an extra deck. Alright, so not too bad. And I do seem to remember... yeah, fun on the Mega Slide, so I'm assuming this is where I go. Yeah, this is where I go to get onto these water slides. So let's go ahead and go down this water slide. So, obviously not super exciting, but the fact that it has these on the ship to begin with is a really nice detail, and I can definitely see, like, some younger players having fun with these water slides. I just don't find these all exciting. Alright. I probably upset some of my younger viewers if I have any younger viewers, but you know what? That's just my opinion. I'm sure everyone has their own different opinions about this whole place. I'm not too upset if someone really has a different opinion about something like this, but this is actually a really nice detail. The only reason why not having a lot of fun is because this is so slow. Then again, water mechanics are usually pretty slow to begin with. And looks like we're about to reach the end. And yeah, so that's actually not too bad. That's really nice detail to have these water slides to begin with. And I did notice, I did already say this, but I did notice that there... okay, how do I get around this? Okay, there we go. So I did notice that there's some bigger water slides up here. Now, I'm not 100% sure as to where these actually end up starting. And it looks like we have ourselves... I don't even know what's going on here. So it looks like this one is just like a whirlpool type of water slide, if that makes any sense, where you basically whirl around in a circle until you fall down into a funnel, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. So, got not a lot of nice variety to this ship. I mean, not a whole heck of a lot to do. I mean, there are the shops, there are the water slides, but other than that, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot to do. Then again, this is just a Minecraft creation, so really not too much you can do about it. But you know what? Other than that, I think this is actually a good place to go ahead and end off the video. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Juice Stews. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.